PunchPod in stereo. Every week, PunchPod brings you live stand-up comedy from Seattle. And now, episode 28.
I hit a kid with my car recently, and it was a horrible and also life-changing experience for me. The kid, news flash, the kid turned out to be okay. Actually, no injuries, a couple bruises. I'm very lucky because I was talking on my phone when it happened, and I hit a kid, and it was awful. I mean, he literally left an imprint on the hood of my car, and I feel awful. I drove him and his broken bicycle to his house, and I told his parents, and I went to the hospital with him, and the kid checked out great, and the parents were so touched that I didn't just leave him in the middle of the street, that they didn't press charges. When I say I feel awful, here's the part where I feel bad. I left the hospital and got into my car and started it up. And for the first time in 4 years, the air conditioner worked again. You guys realize that fucking kid saved me like $1,300. And I can't really tell anybody about it. Guys, thank you.
So this happened. I was in Virginia. I'm in a car with some other people. We're going to Walmart. Don't ask. And this guy sitting next to me, who, by the way, had a 45 on his hip, which I did ask, why do you have a 45 holster? And he said, well, I ain't got a concealed carry license. Okay, makes sense. Anyway, the guy just out of nowhere drops the N-bomb about Obama. I'm sitting in the car. It's not my car. He's not my friend. I wait a good quarter of a second for anyone else in the car to say that was inappropriate before I just go, whoa, dude. And he goes, oh, that's just my racism coming out. Which I heard a lot. That's a choice. That's not a medical condition. You don't go to the doctor and be like, yeah, Dr. Bergstrom, I got a touch of the racism. What do I owe you now, you filthy Hebrew? And the thing is, like, you know, I'm not naive. I know we have racists here in Seattle, too. They're called the cops.
I think, like, if the U.S. is going to be, like, the leading sperm donor country, you know what? We should go full blast, like, USA, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, full-on McDonald's, Walmart-style, Hollywood Disneyfication, big, giant franchise, drive-through fucking, you know what I'm saying? Dunkin' Donors, goddammit. I'm serious. Come on in for a cup of Joe and a cup of Joe. Or Mike. Or Ty. Or Miguel. Or, okay, half a cup, whatever. Whatever floats your...
My first poem is about nature. It's called Pretty Bird.
Pretty bird crashes through my windshield, 95 miles an hour. Not so pretty anymore, pretty bird.
Thank you.
I will say, though, that my relationship has helped me a bit with comedy. It's taught me about structure, you know, like, she is very Christian, like Noah's Ark Christian. That's the setup. I'm still marrying her. That's the punchline. It's, but I've learned it's all about finding the commonalities with somebody, you know, like, her favorite food is fettuccine alfredo. My favorite is eggplant parmesan, but it's both Italian. At night, she likes to curl up and, you know, read the Bible at night. I like to watch Star Trek. They're both science fiction. You know, like, oh, he didn't like that. Ooh. You know what? But you also didn't like tacos either. I heard that. So, not really going with the religious taco hater.
I recently had the opportunity to meet a baby, which I like. I like meeting babies because I like meeting humans before they turn into assholes. Like they're really delightful. This baby by the name of Hazel is the daughter of friends of mine, and I'm kind of worried about this one because I consider myself a really clever guy, and so for the baby shower, I was like, I don't want to buy an actual present. I'm just going to make an IOU, which is when the child is of age, I will give Hazel the talk about the birds and the bees. And I'm like, oh, it'll be a funny joke, but they're like, oh no, you're doing this. I was really hoping the whole time that kid was marinating inside of my friend Jen that it would be a boy, because that's simple. It's just like, you're just going to be sad and no one's going to want to fuck you, and then eventually you'll find it, you know, and that's kind of that's what worked for me. But, you know, this is actually an attractive, well, it will be an attractive, the baby wasn't ugly, but it wasn't fuckable yet, but but will probably be attractive, I'm just saying. But it's like looking at a seed and being like, I really want to eat that tomato. Like, you don't know, ma'am, you don't.
When I ride the bus, I don't care about the mentally handicapped or the homeless or the crazy people. In fact, I get pissed off at the people who complain about those people on the bus. Because, like, what? You're just narrating a really shitty horror movie. You don't need to be talking about what we're all experiencing. Like, one time this woman just had it. She just snapped. She was like, why do these crazy people assume that they can talk to you just because you're sitting next to one of them? And I was like, why the fuck are you talking to me?
Punchpaw is recorded live at Punchline Fridays and Tuesdays in Seattle. Tonight's episode starred Derek Sheen, Paul Barak, Lydia Craniotis, Peggy Platt as Vision, Silas Lindenstein, Emmett Montgomery, and Eric Euthus. This has been Punchpod. Find more at www.punchlinefridays.com. And thanks for listening. I'm your announcer, Mike Oxlong.